I get it. Fans are not happy. and it's funny because I feel like around this time of year, we all get too high, too low, and it's very hard to stay disciplined in your thinking. It's very hard to stay disciplined in, hey, maybe the Cowboys had this guy rated higher because they had more resources. Hey, maybe the Cowboys have a plan. I know we don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt because of the way that they've handled free agency, and I get that. But when you look at Tyler Smith, when you hear him talk, just hearing him talk, he sounds like a guy who's ready to go to work. And it's not like it's Bush League or it's him putting on a fake. When you see the film, you see a guy giving effort. So give me the effort. And then, all these coaches that Jerry brings in and all these guys who he brings in to talk and this, that, and the third. Okay, somebody needs to coach this guy up. You hear him say, I want to be coached up. I want to take the coaching. He just turned 21. Tyler Smith can play. That's your first round pick. He's a Cowboy. Let's make it make sense. Square, very physical. Sometimes the hands get outside of the strike zone, but that's okay because I see good feet. I see good base. I see him drive. Go watch the OK State game. I mean, he can be physical at the point of attack. And I just think that, Tulsa isn't a small school. They're not an NFL factory, but they put guys in the league. And I think that Dallas had this guy rated a certain way, and they're going to make sense of it. And I think the Cowboys fans just need to relax and look at what is to come. And that's what this video is, guys. I had to speak on Smith really, really quickly because I think that he's not getting a fair end of the stick because we do all these mock drafts and we do all these player evals and we do all this stuff and we listen to all these experts. But guys, these people aren't the team. Mel Kiper said that Travis Frederick was a terrible pick. Mel Kiper said that Dallas was fools for passing on Johnny Manziel. Okay, so we got to be careful of media scouts. They don't have the intel that teams do. They just don't. And it's clear that Dallas even liked Tyler Smith over Kenyon Green and Zion Johnson. 6 receivers went in the first 20. 6 offensive linemen went in the first 20. You got kind of wiped out, and Dallas said, hey, there's no way that we're going to get to the second round and get a player of this caliber. They got their guy. Let's look at the top 10 targets in the second and third round. All right, here's my list, guys. Christian Harris, Trey McBride, Jalen Petrie, Jalen Tolbert, Troy Anderson, Montana State, Leo Chanel, Wisconsin, Cade Otton, Verone McKinley, Malcolm Rodriguez, John Mechie, interesting one, and Nick Benito. So I gave y'all a little bit more bang for your buck. Now, obviously, guys like Malik Willis, Nakobe Dean are hanging out at the top of the draft, of the second round, rather. But I don't think that Dallas would be in a market for those guys just because I think they're going to go very, very early. But there is a lot of depth left in the second and third round, and this is the sweet spot of this draft. I think this is where teams are going to get better. Pencil Tyler Smith in day one as your starting left guard. This is where you need to get day one contributors right here, right now, in these 2 rounds. It's almost like Dallas have to knock these picks out of the park. And I think that the Cowboys can, guys. Petrie is the one that's interesting. I would target receiver or backer unless Petrie is staring you in the face because I think that he has some of those backer traits. He can also play on the roof. He can also play some nickel. Like Jalen Petrie is Buda Baker for me. He really is. Now, will the size line up for what Dallas wants to do? I don't know. And I'm talking about the Baylor safety guys. But I love Jalen Petrie. I love Christian Harris. The problem is I think that teams love Christian Harris. And we even saw it yesterday. Dallas didn't like Nakobe Dean or Devin Lloyd, but neither did the rest of the NFL. I love them. But I just don't think that the league values off-ball linebacker anymore. I don't think the league values running back anymore. The position has changed so much. That's just where we are. And we can see that trend come back. But right now, this is a passing league, and that's what the NFL values. They value players that can protect the quarterback. They value players that can catch the ball from the quarterback, and they value quarterbacks. Obviously, the quarterbacks in this draft stink, but it is what it is. You still have Matt Corral sitting there. So, these 2 rounds, guys, this is where it gets fun. So, guys, don't panic, okay? These are my targets, and there's other players on the board that'll be there, that if Dallas goes there, we can make sense of it. But don't panic. I think that this is going to be fun, because I think that when we see this whole draft in a vacuum, I think that we'll come back and say, oh, that's why Dallas did that. It's your boy Foots, guys. Hit up the Cash App. I had a great time with Sky. You guys know I'm going to be right there with an instant reaction video, and I'm going to give you guys a lot of information. It's your boy Foots. As always, thank you guys for rocking with me. Peace.